Welcome back to coverage of the Sac-Joaquin Section Division I Volleyball Finals on PlayOnSports.com. Coming to you live from Davis, California. I'm Joey Gonzalez with Marcus Zamzel on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's matchup features the Granite Bay Grizzlies squaring off against the St. Francis Troubadours for the Division I crown. And Marcus, as we see both teams do great sportsmanship, and it's kind of sort of pageantry out here by both coaches. Good luck. What can we expect here in this matchup?
This is going to be a big one. This is the two of the best teams in the area. The Grizzlies are coming off a big win. They upset St. Mary's, who's one of the perennial playoffs and section champions. So they're riding high right now. They've only had a total of 5 losses for the whole season. So they're a legit team. They're no joke. There's a reason that they're here. And then St. Francis, like you were saying in the pregame, they've been around for a long time, and they're always here. So
right.
They're definitely a reason they came.
Well, the brackets have been all chalk as Turlock Christian beat Valley Christian earlier in the Division VI girls volleyball final. Turlock Christian, the higher seed. We just saw Oakmont and Vista del Lago in Division III girls. It was 1 versus 2. Oakmont winning that one, 3-2. And in this one, it's the number 1 St. Francis Troubadours and the number 3 Granite Bay Grizzlies facing off against each other. So we'll see if the brackets hold true, if chalk holds true, as both squads go ahead and take the floor. We get the first serve. Give you a quick rundown on the lineups here, as St. Francis will be holding serve first. Back there for the Troubadours, that is Ali Kumelis, the setter, sophomore setter, but also out there for the Troubadours, you've got Dana Vestman, Leah Felton, Allison Child, Gabriella Palmieri, Lonnie Cruin, and Ali Wegener, as St. Francis gets on the board. No, there's going to be a whistle. We got a whistle. Yeah, St. Francis gets up on the board first as the libero, Dana Vestman, goes ahead and celebrating the St. Francis's first championship, first point here in this final. Looking over at Granite Bay, out there for Granite Bay, we've got the setter, Taylor Nelson, number 5, Chandler Awalt, the opposite, number 6, number 7, Kate Hurley, the middle hitter, number 12, Nicolette Pinkney, the outside hitter, number 13, Manny Dieters, also an outside hitter, and number 14, Kelsey Green, the middle hitter. So right now, St. Francis early on taking a 2-0 lead here in the Division I Sac-Joaquin Section Volleyball Finals. Yeah, big attack there. It looked to come from the back line. I believe that was Mandy Dieters there, the junior for the Grizzlies. This is the nightcap of what has actually been a triple set. Actually, we've had 6 games here on both of these two courts. We had Divisions 1 through 6. That's the way Sac-Joaquin Section does it. There's a good rally gets going here already. You can see early on, Marcus, the height advantage that St. Francis enjoys.
Yeah, they're getting off to an early start with their block.
The setup there, and a nice, don't want to say kind of a soft kill there from Nicolette Pinkney.
Just came down the net. Good cut shot.
She gets the game all knotted up here at 2 points apiece. As the service coming there from Taylor Nelson. And Granite Bay takes the lead. There, just dumping up on the other side. I believe it was Taylor Nelson again there for the Grizzlies.
A little soft block by the Grizzlies.
St. Francis out of the Delta River League, seeded number 1, coached by Alyn Wright. Been there for some time, is familiar with this area. St. Francis with being here in this position, perennial championship contenders. St. Francis out of Sacramento. Granite Bay out of Granite Bay, California, just east of Sacramento in the Roseville area. Coached by Jamie Ingram, coming out of the Sierra Foothill League, coming in with a 39-5 record. St. Francis are 34-2. as St. Francis with a 4-3 lead here in game one. Dugout there. Here's again Nelson. I'm sorry, not Nelson, but Pinckney there on the kill, finding the wide side of the court.
She got up and put that one down. That one had some serious velocity behind it. Another floor shaker. When that thing hit it, you can feel it landed right in front of us. Feel the floor shake.
You know, it's interesting. Ooh. One of the joys, or as that one gets over the net. You know, get back to my point here in a moment. Is the kill attempt there by Allie Wegner, unable to find space there for Granite Bay, or for St. Francis, I should say.
Nice block by Granite Bay. They're going back and forth with the powerful block.
These two squads played each other back in August, with St. Francis winning all 3 games 3-0. Here's Wagner just trying to dump it off. Tap back there by Green. This time St. Francis unable to score the point. Granite Bay 6-4 lead.
Set to the back row of the Palmieri. She just hit it a little bit long.
Here's Wagner, sets it back over, and Pinckney unable to come up with it as we've got a rotation.
That was a great play by Allie Camellis. Keep that ball going up for St. Francis.
Chloe Hakeem rotating in here for the Troubadours. She sets two-footed, she serves, I should say. Here's Wagner going for the kill, but wide. Arrow Wegener, point to Granite Bay.
Wegener's trying to go down the line there and just went a little bit too wide.
Yeah, but as I was saying, one of the advantages that you get in calling these games and with some of these schools, you get to see these, some of these athletes mature as they go through a program. And I remember Allie Wegener from a couple of years back, as well as Gabriella Palmieri here with the Troubadours. So they've won this section time and again. Obviously, St. Francis, not just with their coaching staff having familiarity with this position, but also having players that have been in this spot before, and that bodes well if you're a Troubadour.
Playoff experience comes in handy when you make it to the finals. It's just another successful year for them.
Knotted up at 7 points apiece here in Game 1 of the Division I Girls Volleyball Sac-Joaquin Section Final. Wagner trying to dump it off into the middle. That's the libero there for Granite Bay. Kia Jongensen. Kia Jongensen, also the defensive specialist there for the Grizzlies. And just rotating in, Sammy Perry, the setter and defensive specialist, the senior for the Grizzlies. The kill attempt, nice block up at the net by the Grizzlies. That was Kate Hurley. And I want to give credit where credit is due. Maddie Dieters as well. Again, nice block by Nelson. Back line hit. And kill attempt, big block there by Wegener as well as Leah Felton.
Looks like they blocked it out of bounds though.
Oh yeah, there you go. So point Granite Bay. 9-7 Granite Bay, and then forced error there by Sammy Perry as her serve hits the net. Now give Allie Wegener a chance to serve here. St. Francis down by 1. So you want to know, even though it was early on in the season here, Marcus, but what do you think Granite Bay learned in that 3-0 loss to St. Francis back in August?
Besides not to lose 3-0.
Yeah, you think that I mean, what kind of advantages do you think it gave them there, if any?
When you play a team, you get experience. You watch film on them. You get experience. Just their tendencies a little bit more when you actually see them on the court rather than just watching the film. But obviously, the more you play them, the more familiar you get, and you can try to see ways to beat them. not too many teams around this area have found out the way to beat St. Francis yet, though.
Libero Dana Vestman unable to control that. One of the interesting things with St. Francis that they've usually been a young team. They're carrying a lot of seniors and upperclassmen here this year for St. Francis. So
a team with a lot of playoff experience, a lot of championship game experience.
And then you can see why they have the record, as you said, and I believe you told me they've only lost an X number of games, in fact.
Yeah, they've only lost 8 sets for the whole year. 4 of those were to Archbishop Mitty, like I was talking about in the beginning.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
So they've been successful against everybody that they've gone against. Granite Bay's off to a pretty solid start, though.
Probably working off some of that experience that they picked up there early in the season, as Kumelis able to score a point there for the Troubadours. Ali Kumelis.
Tied up.
That one is wide there by Taylor Nelson.
Trying to come down the line around the block. Missed just a little bit wide.
It's a handle there by the libero, Kia Jorgensen. Set it up.
Strong set of hits there from both teams.
Nelson. Vestman able to pick it up. Tipped on the other side by Pinckney. Pinckney able to pick up the point there for the Grizzlies.
It's good rally. Grizzlies tied up 12-12.
Joey Gonzalez alongside Marcus Zamzel. Brian Hassler producing. Victor Adams bringing you the video from UC Davis. It's the nightcap here as Lonnie Cruin unable to get to that ball in time to give, it gives Granite Bay the 1-point lead at 13-12. Good game going on here in the early going.
Kumelis lost her balance on the set on that last one, pushed it out.
Palmieri taking.
Another good rally. 2 good teams going against each other.
Pinckney. Palmieri looking for the kill and attack off the hands there of Chandler Awalt, where Granite Bay ties this game 1 at 13-13.
Palmieri's getting into a groove. She's their leading outside hitter with the kills. She had 364 kills on the year. She's just adding to her stats tonight.
And just set up nicely there for Wagoner. Wagoner taking the return by Maddie Dieters and sets up the kill. There's Palmieri again.
Taking advantage of the mistakes from the Grizzlies.
Pinckney just a little long there on the attack. Gives St. Francis a 2-point lead at 15-13. Here's Palmieri, another serve. Dug out. Believe the shot was wide there. Lonnie Cruin tried to just lay it in.
Pushed it just a little bit wide.
Pinckney back to serve for the Grizzlies. Here's Green. Pinckney. Vestman able to dig it out. Set up for Palmieri. Cruin back over the net. There's Nelson, set up for Green. And a lift. Green almost celebrated a little too early there. Luckily caught herself. But the lift, as you said on St. Francis. Cruin just over the net. Here's Pinckney. Pinckney long.
Just a little bit too deep. She didn't get enough topspin on that one. She didn't get off the ground.
So Hakeem and Felton rotate in for St. Francis. And blocked up at the top, Dieters. by Felton and Cruin.
That was a nice block there. Starting to establish themselves.
Picks up a point for the Troubadours, 17-15, game one. Here's Nelson setting up for Haywalt. Pickney backline. Green again. And Felton unable to handle those Green attacks.
Green was able to get that down in front of the block on that one.
17-16, St. Francis, game one. Rotating in now, Libby Dieters for the Grizzlies. She was serving. It was Nelson, set up for Dieters. And we're going to call it a double hit. That's on Dieters. Get a point as she rotates out. Green comes back in. Green doesn't rotate out, I'm sorry. In. That's Drongenson rotating in at the libero. Blocked up top. Nice block there by the Troubadours. Blocked again. Good net play here from the St. Francis. And that time blocked out of bounds there. Blocked wide by Wegener.
3 blocks in a row, but the last one went out of bounds. It's a fast-paced game.
They're scoring points fast and quick. Although they've gone, they've had some fairly good rallies too. Not all just point.
Yeah, lots of good rotation.
And the big block there on Wegener by Nelson. Coming up big for the Granite Bay Grizzlies to knot this game up at 18 points apiece.
Taylor Nelson got up and roofed her on that one. Got her hands all the way over the net, just buried her.
That leaves it for Sammy Perry to serve. Sammy Perry just getting it over the net. Sets up Wegener. Wegener looking at the back row. Top, able to dig it out. That was Lacera. And Nelson with the big kill. Gives Granite Bay, gets the lead back to Granite Bay, 19-18.
That was a nice, powerful hit right through the block of St. Francis by Taylor Nelson.
So Megan Sullivan will rotate in here for the Troubadours. Granite Bay staying with their lineup. Palmieri unable to get it down. Very close to the net. And that was a 4-hit. Kate Hurley unable to get it over. I believe it was Taylor Nelson unable to get it over on the third hit. Serve there by Allie Wegener is long. And we've got a tight contest here at Michael. We got a tight game going here early. Allie Wegener able to dig that serve out. Here's Nelson setting up for, and just gets it over with an assist there from Palmieri, but Nicolette Pinkney able to get it over. Yeah, spin it over. So that's going to force Coach Lynn Wright to take the timeout. We'll do the same right now as Granite Bay has a 2-point lead over St. Francis, 21-19 right now in game one of the Division I Sac-Joaquin section volleyball final.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for PlayOn Sports broadcast program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Joey Gonzalez alongside Marcus Zamzow from the ARC Center, the ARC on the campus of UC Davis. Had a trio of matches here beginning at 4 o'clock. It's now just 9:25 here on the West Coast. It's game 3 of a 3-game set here, I should say, in the Division Championships. It's the third match out of
good matchup between these two teams.
It's the third. I meant to say it's the third match out of 3 matches that we've had here in the Sac-Joaquin section finals. As Sammy Perry able to just find the hole there for Granite Bay. That's up Maddie Dieters for the serve. As Hakeem coming in. And a big kill by Palmieri. She almost palmed it and really directed that kill there, Marcus.
Paul Mary just said, I need to put a stop to this little bleeding that we're doing right now. I'm just going to put this one down. That was straight down within the 10-foot line. That was impressive.
Sets up Dana Vestman. Serve is long, though, and gets Granite Bay to 23-20. And so Coach Aylin Wright is deciding that she needs to she's got and if I understand correctly, Aylin Wright telling the L1 the R2 that where was it? Allie Wagner having to take her shot, her insulin. Is that correct? That's kind of what it sounded like to me. Yeah. Yeah. So Allie Wagner having to take the insulin shot there for
a quick little break.
So could be the reason why Coach Wright decided to take the timeout. So Wagner decided gets what she needs, gets back out there. A tough cookie there, Allie Wagner.
It's impressive. Come out, rather than getting some water, you just take a shot.
Yeah. So Granite Bay will be serving now. And Kia Drogensen, the libero. Allie Wagner taking in that serve. Set up for Palmieri. Palmieri trying to attack. And that one's out.
That was a good
wide,
good recovery by Palmieri. That set went a little bit over her head, and in the air she was able to adjust her body to get that one down, get that last hit down.
Lonnie Cruin rotating in here for the Troubadours. Green unable to get the kill. And kill there, set up nicely. Well, Palmieri, Sammy Perry had no time to react.
That was an excellent kill by Palmieri right down the line. Can't get it any tighter than that.
23-22, Granite Bay. Here's Perry. Set up. Wagner taking it. Cruin gets it back over. Sets up Taylor. Taylor Nelson wide and ties up this first game at 23 points apiece.
St. Francis had a big hole in their defense back in the back right corner over here. Nelson saw it and went for it, but just a little bit too hard.
So Granite Bay forced to take a timeout here as St. Francis is tied up. Game one here at 23 points apiece right here in the Division I Girls Sac-Joaquin Section Volleyball Final.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here.
We are in that championship season, folks. We've had soccer, water polo, golf, cross country, as you said, volleyball going right now. We got more volleyball on Saturday as well as the regionals. But we're trying to find out who the champion is in Division I here in the Sac-Joaquin section. Here's Palmieri, and Palmieri able to sneak that one in. Taylor Nelson unable to do anything with it.
Palmieri's starting to get into a groove. She's getting up there and putting it down.
So that puts Francis at game point. So it's a Pinckney, and Pinckney into the net gives St. Francis the game one win. As they beat Granite Bay. They take game one by beating Granite Bay 25-23. We're going to step away here, folks, but make sure you keep it tuned right here. PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Welcome back here to PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports and the Division I Sac-Joaquin Section Volleyball Final between the St. Francis Troubadours and the Granite Bay Grizzlies. Joey Gonzalez alongside Marcus Zamzow. We're getting ready to start up game 2. St. Francis taking that first game by beating Granite Bay 25-23, so they lead 1-0. And Marcus, Granite Bay had their opportunities. They were leading 23-20, but then 5 straight points for the Troubadours.
Yeah, the Troubadours have been around. They've been in this situation before. They just have that confidence, that that how to win attitude, that how to win mentality. The Grizzlies, they didn't make a lot of mistakes in that first set. They just need to continue doing what they've been doing. They had a bunch of really good kills. They had their block going pretty well. A few unforced errors here and there just made the difference. It was such a close set.
So does Granite Bay have to change anything here if they want to go ahead and tie this match up?
I think if they just keep doing what they're doing, limit the mistakes, don't accept that pressure. Don't.
Right.
You know what I mean.
I think we got you. Well, high-scoring affair there. So obviously, both of these teams well prepared for this matchup.
Yeah, these teams are definitely going to push each other tonight.
St. Francis able to score the first point there off of their serve. Allie Camellis. This time picking up a point there for the Grizzlies. So that'll put Nicolette Pinckney back there to serve, and her serve is wide, and Allie Wegener showing the excitement there.
Trading service errors back and forth.
So that'll put Gabriella Palmieri back to serve here for the Troubadours. The setup, the ricochet. The Chandler Awald unable to get the kill. So Palmieri picking up another point here for the Troubadours. They lead 3-1. Palmieri just floating this one over. Setting up Dieters. There you go again for Dieters. Dieters is going with the soft touch. Wegener, though, flying through the air and killing it.
No soft touch from her. She found that open spot in the defense, just put it right down.
St. Francis with the 4-1 lead here in game 2. Gabriella Palmieri again serving. There's Dieters finding a hole. Good dig there. Camellis, but unable to get the point there.
Nice hustle by Allie Camellis.
Yeah. Does get the point. So Coach Jamie Ingram will go ahead and take the early timeout. We'll do the same here as St. Francis leading Granite Bay 5-1 in game 2 of the Division I Sac-Joaquin Section Volleyball Final.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us on Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Joey Gonzalez alongside Marcus Zamzow from UC Davis, the ARC Center, I should say, on the campus of UC Davis, home of the Aggies.
St. Francis getting off to a fast start in this one, getting up 5-1 really, really quick, trying to get the Grizzlies back on their heels.
There's Pinckney taking the reserve. Green able to push it over. And that time some miscommunication as Vestman and Palmieri ran into each other.
See if Granite Bay can get a little bit of momentum back in their favor.
So a rotation now here for Granite Bay brings Kate Hurley and Libby Dieters into the match. Vestman takes this one. Dieters. And we're going to call as Pinckney gets called for the double head, but that'll bring Kelsey Green.
That was just
a mistake, yeah.
Interesting error. See what Chloe Hakeem can do. Little dispute going here at the scorer's table.
We get the scorer's table. The players, you can see, they rotate in so fast. And I saw Kelsey Green coming up here. I thought she was going to rotate here for Granite Bay. I ended up that she wasn't. Oh, that was long there. And I know that Nicolette Pinckney would love to have that one back.
Just asking the coach. Bay. That was in or out.
So St. Francis taking a 7-2 lead here in game 2. St. Francis kind of starting to show their dominance here early on in game 2. And the big kill, I believe it was Palmieri, got it through the block there of the Granite Bay front line. As you got a rotation. Brooke Hirschberger now, the outside hitter, all going to be rotating in as the opposite here for the Grizzlies. That time Pinckney really supplying the power there and getting St. Francis a scramble there.
She's able to get that one down in the middle of the St. Francis defense. It's a good dig by St. Francis. Just weren't able to capitalize on that dig, weren't able to follow it up.
That puts Sammy Perry back to serve. Sammy Perry with a small jump serve. Palmieri going up high for that one, and Palmieri.
Nothing small about that kill.
Nothing small at all.
Back row all the way deep into the Granite Bay court.
St. Francis taking a 9-3 lead. This one just getting over the net. And Palmieri again trying to go for the big kill. That time it's wide, so Granite Bay getting a point there. 9-4, St. Francis.
Sammy Perry tried to sneak one over real quick over there. Nice easy set.
Maddie Dieters with the jump serve. Nice snap play by Pinckney as well as Kate Hurley.
I thought St. Francis was trying to just tip that one over, and they blocked it straight down.
There's Maddie Dieters serving long. Sets it up for Allie Wegner. Wegner, though, it was never really set well there for Wegner. She had to basically chase it, and now Granite Bay only trailing by 3. Maddie Dieters giving the point back.
Got to settle in. Can't make the mistakes like that to give them any breathing room.
So St. Francis with a 10-6 lead. Maddie Dieters taking that one out. The big set there by Pinckney. It was Hurley. Pinckney able to get that one down, and Pinckney's game starting to round into form now, Marcus.
Yeah, St. Francis made a little hitting mistake over there, and Pinckney took advantage. The ball was just kind of floating around the net, and she put it down.
Nicolette Pinckney, 6-foot junior outside hitter. Taylor Nelson able to get it over. And all through the hands off of Pinckney.
That was Leah Felton on that kill. Got it off the side of the block on that one.
So as Granite Bay starts to mount a charge, St. Francis stalls it. They maintain the 4-point lead, 11-7. Dana Vestman back to serve here for the Troubadours. Pinckney on the return. And that one's long there for Taylor Nelson.
Nelson was trying to catch that back corner over there. It's a lot of space, even with 6 people on the floor. There's a lot of little gaps in there.
Dana Vestman serving again. Pinckney receives. Pinckney trying to avoid the net, but she saw that. In fact, she crossed the net.
Looked like she stepped on one of her own players, lost her balance a little bit.
That was really close. I mean, Pinckney looking for an advantage there, but couldn't stop. You know, a part of that too was that she couldn't stop her own momentum, as you said. That you know, that along with stepping on one of her teammates.
Yeah, got up in the air and landed on her teammate and lost her balance.
There's Nelson setting up for Pinckney. Good block up at the top there. Pinckney again, looking for that angle. Set it up, and Pinckney again. Pinckney just coming too close and frustrated here. That's twice now that Pinckney is getting called for touching the net.
That was an outstanding block by St. Francis. They got up there, put it back to him two times in a row.
Allie Kumelis in on that block. Set it up for Green, just Green. Kind of a low set, and Green was kind of getting set for the kill on the way down there, Marcus.
Didn't look like Green was expecting the short set. She was expecting the high set.
So St. Francis takes a 15-7 lead here in game 2. We'll go ahead and take a break right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Stay tuned for PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we'll select the player of the game, as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Joey Gonzalez alongside Marcus Zamzow from the ARC on the campus of UC Davis. It's the Division I Sac-Joaquin section volleyball final between the St. Francis Troubadours and the Granite Bay Grizzlies. St. Francis already leading 1-0. They're leading game 2 by a score of 15-7. As Granite Bay trying to get back into this one here, Marcus. And you know, we've seen Granite Bay. We've seen some moments here from Granite Bay. They just can't get over that hump, though.
Yeah, they've had a couple shots where they've looked really well, looked really good, but there's few mistakes here and there, a few service errors here and there. The St. Francis block has got them a couple times. There's just some hitting errors, some service errors that they need to get rid of so they can get back in this game. So
they serve from Vestman. Up and over. And a big kill there that time by Maddie Dieters.
It's definitely a good way to get a good start getting back in the game.
Definitely out of a timeout there, and we'll see if that sparks the Grizzlies.
Good strong hit from Dieters from the back row.
Nelson on the serve. And miscommunication. Lacera and, well, what happened was Lacera and Kumelis, not Kumelis, but Wegner had both gone at it at the same time, and so some miscommunication, scoring a point for Granite Bay. And there you go. They maybe Taylor Nelson has found a part of a weak point there as she's getting it to Lacera. Lacera cannot handle that serve right now.
Yeah, Nelson put it in the exact same spot again. They did almost the exact same thing. They're getting their arms crossed up.
So Coach Lynn Wright going to be rotating Lacera out, brings in Cruin. Good Green, nice block up at the top by Green. Dig by Granite Bay. Here's Pinckney. Pinckney in and finally set it up and did not touch the net that time.
Outstanding dig by Drogensen. And then Pinckney just finished it off. It was a great series from Granite Bay. Trying to get back in this game. They're still in it. 15-11.
Nelson picking up another point.
Granite Bay picking up a little momentum from their serve. Their serve's been real strong.
That's 5 straight points now for Granite Bay.
Nelson's throwing darts.
And Gabriella Palmieri answers right back with a dart of her own.
That was impressive. Got up there, straight down, inside the 10-foot line again, just put it down. Serious velocity.
Kumelis on the serve. Set it up. This one long. No, it's a point. It's Point Granite Bay. I'm looking for the call, but
off the block.
Yeah, Point Granite Bay. Brooke Hirschberger picking up the point there for the Grizzlies.
Punched it right through off the block.
So Pinckney back to serve for the Grizzlies. Palmieri receives. Palmieri pretty much set it up for herself. Maybe had Allison Child set up the short one though. And Palmieri just coming with full velocity, picking up a point for the Troubadours.
Palmieri's just bringing the hammer. She's not messing around. Came from the back row and just crushed that one.
There's Dieters. And Palmieri stretching for that one. Was going to be close, but I think Palmieri doing the right move thing and stretching for that one. May have been out of position.
Maddie Dieters answering back.
St. Francis.
Letting St. Francis know that they're not here to just take it either.
St. Francis, the 3-point lead, 17-14. As Libby Dieters rotates in. Good job by Hirschberger. And that one's out. That was very close. I thought that was
down the line.
Yeah, it had to been just out there, but I thought that was good. But Hirschberger unable to keep it in. So 18-14, St. Francis in game 2. There's Hakeem with the serve. Setting up for Dieters. Dieters just could not. And a good block there up at the net, but really Dieters just never really got it over the net to begin with.
Yeah, she tried to just tip it over. She didn't tip it very hard, and they put it right back down on her.
So Hakeem now again with the second serve. Pinckney receives. That time set for Hurley, by Hurley wide.
Trying to go across court and just hit it just a little bit wide.
Gives Francis
trying to go around that big block from St. Francis.
Gives St. Francis a 6-point lead, 20-14. Feel like it was touched. No, point St. Francis. 21-14 St. Francis. So the
St.
rotation.
Francis block is affecting the Grizzlies right now.
Chandler Awell rotating in here for the Grizzlies. Dieters going up, but that one's long. Dieters just couldn't get on top of that one there, Marcus.
Yeah, trying to go over the block and just didn't have enough room in the court.
Hakeem maintains her serve, and that one is in. An ace there for Hakeem. Makes it 23-14.
Just put it right on that back line over there.
Yeah, just St. Francis here. I mean, Granite Bay has been stuck on 14 for some time. Hakeem's been back there serving for some time. It just, Hakeem going on a roll here. There's Pinckney off the net, the back row. And some miscommunication there leads to a St. Francis game point.
St. Francis just not making a lot of mistakes right now, putting Granite Bay on the defensive.
So Chloe Hakeem can close this one out. Big dig there by Kumelis. There's Pinckney into the net and gives game 2 to St. Francis. 25-14.
St. Francis got the early momentum in that game. Just never gave it up. Kind of sat back and let Granite Bay make the mistakes. They just, they didn't do anything super special. They just didn't make any mistakes at all.
So we'll step away, folks, as the teams switch sides. We've got game 3 coming up here as St. Francis takes a 2-0 lead by winning that game 25-14 right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Welcome back, folks, to PlayOnSports.com in the Division I Girls of Sac-Joaquin Section Volleyball Final between the St. Francis Troubadours and the Granite Bay Grizzlies. And Marcus, St. Francis going on a roll there, scoring 8 straight points to put Granite Bay away in Game 2. If you're Granite Bay, Coach Jamie Ingram, what are you telling your team down in that huddle?
Just don't give up. Just keep on working. They haven't done, St. Francis hasn't done anything that's out of the ordinary. They're just kind of hanging back and letting Granite Bay make the, kind of the unforced errors. They're not doing any like massive kills. There's been a couple from Paul Mary where she's put it down, but other than just like a handful, 6 or 7 of those, it's just been Granite Bay kind of shooting themselves in the foot.
Right, yeah, and that's what I say. That's what I'm saying. St. Francis seems to be executing better than Granite Bay. And a lot of times that's what it comes down to is just execution. Granite Bay is there, and obviously they have the skill set to be there. Let's face it. Both of these teams have gotten here, and they're here for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's no accident, no mistake that they're here. They're both of them are very skilled. It just seems like who can hold their composure better and who executes better at this level. So St. Francis will go ahead and Ali Kumelis serve first, the opening serve here for the Troubadours, and that kind of how things have happened here. Taylor Nelson running into the dividing net. So St. Francis picks up the first point.
Start out with a kill from Kumelis. St. Francis isn't going to let off on the gas, that's for sure.
And Granite Bay's Maddie Dieters wide on that attack attempt. The error on Dieters. Kumelis still serving. We're going back to game 2. That's 10 straight points here for the Troubadours. Here's Paul Mary. Dieters trying to keep it in. It looks like it was L1 and L2 looking for in, but they're going to get the call. So Granite Bay scoring their first point here of the game 3. Facing a 2-1 deficit. Dieters back to serve. Paul Mary receives. Paul Mary nicely set. Unable to get the kill.
That was 4 hits on Granite Bay. Had a roller down the front of the net here.
That's the second time we've seen a 4-hit call against Granite Bay in this match. Here's Pinckney going for the kill. This one's ricochets off the block attempt. Looked to me to be Allison Child and Lonnie Cruin on the block attempt.
Pinckney wound up for that one. She got up and her arm was down in Mississippi.
Granite Bay down 1. See if they can tie this one up. It is long, so Granite Bay able to pick up the point. Tied it up, 3-3. Maybe a spark here for the Grizzlies. Big Robledo going up high for that one.
Courtney Rublino put a stop to that little momentum that the Grizzlies had.
So St. Francis picking up the point. They lead 4-3. Chloe Hakeem, she had scored 8 straight points on her serves there in game 2. Let's see if she can pick up some of that magic. Yeah, got a little break in the action. The official, the R2 trying to make sure we've got the right setup in here and that rosters are correct here, Marcus. So, right here, you're kind of in that area here. Granite Bay, plenty of time here to do something, to make a move.
Yeah, they just got to get it going.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do they need to do to just get over this hump?
They just play like team volleyball. They got to get the good passes, get the sets. They've been setting. It's been a little bit erratic. It hasn't been like the nice perfect sets that you've been seeing. Throughout the night, we've been seeing a lot of good setting. It's been kind of hit and miss. They haven't been getting those real clean kills. So they just need to kind of settle in and don't stop.
Right. They've been playing hard. They've been playing very hard here, but sometimes the execution isn't crisp. Where you look at St. Francis, and it seems that their execution is crisp. They got the back line back, and they've got the setters up, and always looking for an opportunity here for Paul Mary for St. Francis.
Yeah, St. Francis has been more on the attack, and the Grizzlies have been back on their heels a little bit.
And that's what I noticed. Like, it seems that Granite Bay is scrambling a little bit. So what does Granite Bay need to do to make sure that that just get back in the mindset that they're not scrambling so much?
Just get a little bit of momentum. Stay calm. They have like you said, they have lots of time. They just need to get something going. Just get back into a rhythm of scoring points.
So not exactly sure what the situation is here, but looks like Taylor Nelson is talking and is describing something here with the official.
Trying to figure out who rotated in, who rotated out.
So as the official goes over and talks to the R1 to make sure everything is correct here, we'll go ahead and, in fact, I think we'll go ahead and step away here. So game 3 still in progress right here as St. Francis has a 4-3 lead here in game 3. They've got a 2-0 lead in the Division I Sac-Joaquin Section Volleyball Final. On your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Welcome back, folks, here to PlayOnSports.com, your high school sports network. Joey Gonzalez alongside Marcus Zamzal, just trying to get corrected here what the situation is here. Apparently what had happened is Granite Bay, it sounds like, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong here, Marcus, if you had an opportunity to overhear, but apparently what had happened was Granite Bay had the wrong person serving, or the wrong person serving out of turn.
Yeah, they got
So,
out of their rotation, their serve rotation.
right, so based on that, it sounds that Granite Bay is going to be docked a point and lose the serve, and St. Francis maintains that serve. But there was some confusion on the rotation between the R2 and who Granite Bay had in. But it looks to me that Granite Bay seems to be okay and in understanding what the situation is, and we should probably all get it settled here in just a few moments. But nonetheless, here what you're seeing on your screen there, folks, is the appropriate score. St. Francis leading 4-2 and their serve.
Yeah, they Granite Bay got out of the rotation. They're still trying to figure out who's on first and what's on second over here. They pulled out their the libero. I think she was the one that got out of the rotation. When they start scrambling around on defense, sometimes you get a little bit lost in the shuffle.
Well, and I guess we
Now
go
they're
back
put
to
another girl in.
I guess we go back to that situation we were talking about. That level of execution, and at this level, the skill is there, but it's all about who can execute their game plan better.
Yeah, a little bit of the pressure is getting to them right now. It seems like so they brought in Libby Dieters, one of the Dieter sisters.
So here we go, back in play, action play, and Granite Bay losing a point there again. St. Francis and Chloe Hakeem maintains her serve.
Little short set. Kate Hurley just couldn't get that one over the net.
It's Taylor Nelson sending Hakeem back, but Hakeem able to dig that one out.
Great dig by Hakeem.
And nobody able to dig that one out. That time Nelson able to come up big for the Grizzlies.
Nelson was determined to get that point back that they had just lost in that weird little shuffle that they did. Two big, gnarly hits from Nelson on that one.
The gnarly hit. So Kia Drongenson, the libero, back to serve. We got a whistle. And I think, again, we've got to take some confusion here on the rotation. And what really the unfortunate thing happens there is St. Francis having a 5-3 lead is it kind of really slows pace down.
Yeah, they get out of the rhythm of the game. Chloe Hakeem had a nice dig on that first one.
Yeah,
coming over, took a little shot for the team. Took it real well. She was able to control that big booming hit from Nelson, and got it back over. And then Nelson had another crack at it, and no one was able to get to that second one.
Right. Yeah, Nelson really. You could see, it stumbled her back just a bit, but we've got the right service in here as Lonnie Cruin now serving for the Troubadours. That one, Green, just again not set very well for Green. Kelsey Green kind of just getting underneath it, and
yeah, it seemed like she was expecting another high set, and she got the short set again.
Yeah, Kelsey Green standing 6'1", so you really got to get that up there for her.
Nice.
That time.
Nicolette.
Yeah,
Nicolette Pinckney. That was a nice high set. Gave her a chance to get her feet under her and get up above that ball and just take it down. When she was setting to Kelsey Green, it seemed like she was trying to quick set her, which is a good idea. But Kelsey's so tall, you can set it high for her, and she can get above it and just smash it down.
Taylor Nelson back to serve for the Grizzlies. St. Francis holding a 7-4 lead. And Drongenson unable to dig that one out. A nice hit there. Nice hit there by Leah Felton.
Looked like Leah was able to use her height on that one. Just kind of get above it and put it down.
Robledo serve on the serve for the Troubadours. Sarah able to dig it out. There's Palmieri again.
Palmieri tried to sneak one down the line on that one. Grizzlies were ready for it.
Sarah digs that out. Set up for Robledo. Robledo just can't get it over the net.
Robledo trying to come from the back row.
So Granite Bay down by 3, 8-5. There's a setup there. and just was never really timed it right there, Felton. As the rotation comes out, as Vestman and
Felton got two
Child.
2 points off of little bit of a mishit here and there.
And
take it any way you can get it in these games.
Jamie Ingram will go ahead and take the timeout. We'll do the same here as St. Francis holding on to an 8-5 lead over Granite Bay here in Game 3 of the Sac-Joaquin Section Division I Girls Volleyball Final.
PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us on PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Joey Gonzalez alongside Marcus and Zamzow, and taking a look here at the officials here, just still trying to figure out, making sure that they have the rotations correct and that everybody is playing their role. And Granite Bay, got to give Granite Bay credit because they, even though not executing well, still maintaining composure. They don't seem to be playing panicky, and really, even though it seems that St. Francis has kept them on their heels, you can't really tell it by their facial expressions.
Yeah, they're hanging tough. They have some experience, so they're not going anywhere. They just need to get a good rhythm going.
So
stop making little errors like that.
Yeah, the mental errors will really hurt you.
Unforced errors against a team that doesn't make hardly any errors is gonna get you.
Does make for a long night. As St. Francis picks up the point, 10-5. Vestman on the serve. Set up for Pinckney. No, I'm sorry, Dieters. And Lacera unable to dig that one out there for the Troubadours.
Maddie Dieters was able to get a good angle around the block on that one. During that second game, it just seemed like the Grizzlies just kind of let it slowly slip away. They got to stop that bleeding now. They got 6 points.
There's a big kill there for Allison Child and the Troubadours. Maintain that lead, 11-6.
Child's a 6-footer. She used all of her height on that one, just put it straight down.
Ali Camellis back now to serve here as we're still trying to make sure we get the proper rotation here for the Grizzlies. Ali Camellis serve is long. So Granite Bay will pick up a point. And this time we're making sure as Sammy Perry rotates in here for the Grizzlies. Jump serve, that one was wide, but never really had a chance there, Marcus.
Yeah, that one went way wide. That's the tricky thing about the jump serve. It's just, it's a 50-50 chance. You can get a lot of power behind it, but you don't have as much control.
Gabriella Palmieri sends it over. It's Taylor Nelson, and just Taylor Nelson never really had the angle, just mishit that one. Sort of off the edge of her hand.
Yeah, that was a kind of a bad set. It went way to the left of where they were, where they were trying to get it.
Give St. Francis a 6-point lead.
Went away from the net on that one.
A big block there at the net by Robledo and Child as Maddie Dieters was unable to get it through. So Palmieri maintains the serve. Vestman able to maintain. There's a setup for Nelson. Nelson dumping it over. Palmieri brings it out. Except for Robledo. Robledo against blocked. Palmieri sends it over. Nelson able to dig it out. And a big attack attempt there by Nelson was unsuccessful. Palmieri maintains a serve as St. Francis takes a 15-7 lead. Camellis able to dig that one out. Robledo looking for a hole. Here's Dieters. Robledo digging it out. Here's Robledo. And Pinckney digging that one out. Good rally going here. And Robledo finally not able to get it. Oh no, Troubadours, they will pick up the point as a lift called there against Granite Bay.
Child was able to sneak that one over finally after that long rally. Good play by both teams in that one.
Here's a play for Nelson. Nelson blocked there. Robledo and Cruin again coming up big at the net. I'm sorry, that was Childs this time.
Childs and Cruin just got up on that one, just roofed her. She wasn't able to go anywhere. She was in the shade of the two tall ladies up front for the Troubadours.
Granite Bay able to get that one over, but off the hand there on the block attempt by Nelson goes wide, and Coach Ingram will go ahead and take the timeout. We'll keep it right here as St. Francis starting to really pull away with this one. They got an 11-point lead, 18-7 here, Marcus. And at this point, so you're St. Francis. What do you? If you're Coach Lynn Wright, I'm sorry. What are you telling your Troubadours here?
Just stay on the gas. They're 6-7 points away from finishing up for another section championship. As with the Granite Bay, they just gotta find something positive to get it going. It seems like every bounce is going St. Francis' way right now. A lot of those long rallies, it just seems like one little mistake from Granite Bay is giving St. Francis the points.
And I was gonna say that going on Granite Bay, I mean here it's things kind of like you see it slipping away here from you. What does Jamie Ingram tell her team here to just at this point you want to maintain, but what are you telling as a coach?
You just got to get something going. You just got to try it. Keep trying and get something going.
The setup as Megan Zabrowski comes in for the first time this match, but nonetheless, Robledo with the big kill. The attack.
Try to steal the momentum from St. Francis.
St. Francis all the momentum, leading 19-7. Here's Nelson, blocked at the net. Great net play again by the Troubadours. Robledo just dumping it into that big hole in the middle of the Granite Bay defense.
St. Francis just has Granite Bay scrambling right now.
So they beat the defense. That went wide there by Nelson. And Palmieri has maintained serve for quite some time here. Kumelis and
outstanding
Palmieri.
dig by Kumelis over there.
Palmieri able to keep it. Here's Robledo. Good rally going here by Granite Bay. Palmieri and Kumelis send it over. Pinckney. Set up there for Dieters. Dieters and off the hands there of St. Francis. And no, actually, St. Francis maintains point. I thought it was off their hand, but I guess
Dieters
Dieters
caught the block too.
Yeah, Dieters ran into the net, I believe.
She hit the ball in the net. That's what shook the net, I think. Made it look like it was blocked.
Well, that time a 4-hit by the Troubadours. So Granite Bay able to pick up a point now. 22-8. Here's Pinckney. But that one stays in. Actually, I was on. That was in. So Granite Bay able to pick up a point, a couple of points here. He's got the rotation down, 22-9. Robledo, going for that, and Dieter's unable to dig it out.
Nice dig by Palmieri on St. Francis' side. She's been playing consistent real well.
Obviously, good game here for Palmieri, making the early nomination for player of the game. This one right at Hakeem, and Robledo, and Palmieri unable to save that one as Granite Bay picks up the point, 23-10 to maintain.
Pinckney was finally able to get one down. She put a lot of power behind that one. A little frustration behind that hit.
Here's Megan Zabrowski back to serve here for the Grizzlies. Zabrowski, a senior with the jump serve. Here's Pinckney. And we're going to get a call, a whistle for the net. Running into the net. And St. Francis facing championship point here. This could be it here for the Granite Bay Grizzlies and St. Francis to win their second straight championship. Palmieri. Pinckney keeping it alive. And that's it. Granite Bay unable to get it over the net. And St. Francis wins their second straight Division I Sac-Joaquin section girls volleyball title, beating Granite Bay by a score of 3-0, taking the final game 25-10. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stay tuned to PlayOnSports.com for our post-game coverage. We'll wrap up all the action in our post-game show, and we'll have an interview with our player of the game. That's coming up in just a few moments. Once again, the St. Francis Troubadours have defeated the Granite Bay Grizzlies 3-0 in the Sac-Joaquin Section Division I championship game on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons wins. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac-Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot, kept alive, back and one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 6.
Welcome back to PlayOnSports.com's coverage of the Sac-Joaquin Section Volleyball Finals. I'm Joey Gonzalez, joined by our player of the game, Gabriela Palmieri of the St. Francis Troubadours. And first of all, Gabby, what I want to say is congratulations for this victory. Back-to-back champions. What does that feel like in Division I?
It's great. It's my senior year. This is how we wanted to win sections, and we did it. And it's great. It's just one more goal, and we have a lot more work to do.
Yeah. So talk about let's talk about this match here. You guys came in, and it seemed like you guys just kind of wore down Granite Bay. They took an early lead. It seemed to us that maybe the Granite Bay might have had an opportunity to win game one. Did that spark you guys along the way? Because as the games wore on, you did not allow that many more points for Granite Bay. Talk about that.
Yeah, we came out kind of slow. We had to warm up. I guess some people were kind of nervous, but we came out, and then at the end we really came together. And then after that, I think we had it. After that we were calm and we cruised through the rest of the games. You guys won 25-23, 25-14, 25-10.
So as you said, just kind of being able to maintain possession and and maintain dominance. That game two, you guys went on an 8-point tear. Just to kind of it was close there. It looked like Granite Bay may have still had a shot. Talk about that 8-point run there where you had Chloe Hakeem just serving for 8 straight points.
Yeah, that was great having that lead up, which really helped us when Taylor Nelson went on her serving run. And then after that, we realized, hey, just because we have a lead doesn't mean we can stop playing. And then we realized that and continue to play.
You guys really, really attacked. And then you guys, your front up on the net had some fantastic net play. Talk about the net play here for you guys tonight.
Well, we've been working really hard in practice, and it's paying off in the games, obviously.
And then just some unbelievable kill shots from you today. What is that like when you're getting up there and you got a teammate to set you up really well for that just perfect kill shot? What's that feel like?
It's great. I mean, I couldn't do it without the perfect pass and the perfect set, and with my entire team telling me where to hit it behind me. So it's my kill, but it's our kill.
Right. Oh, and then some awkwardness there in game 3. A little bit of confusion there with the rotation in Granite Bay. Can you talk about that? What was happening there, and explain what the confusion was all about there with Granite Bay?
Honestly, I'm not even sure. We just try to focus on our team and our 6 and our entire team, and we try to laugh and stay warm and joke, and we weren't even paying attention. I honestly can't even tell you what happened.
Well, there was a whole there was a lot of discussion. It was a little kind of some weirdness going on, and I think what happened was there was a mix-up in the rotation. All right, so sections is done. Now on to regionals. What's the plan there for regionals?
One game at a time. We weren't looking ahead this game, and we're just going to take it one game at a time, one practice at a time.
Okay, well, I just want to say congratulations again. Good luck to regionals, and hope you guys, hope to see you down the road.
Thank you. Okay.
So that was our player of the game, Gabby Palmieri here for the St. Francis Troubadours. We'll be right back here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints.
Welcome back to Davis, California, and the PlayOnSports.com post-game show. I'm Joey Gonzalez, joined with Marcus Zamzel. We just saw the St. Francis Troubadours defeat the Granite Bay Grizzlies by a final score of 3-0. And Marcus, just quickly there, some final words there on St. Francis's dominance, pretty much.
It was impressive. They just showed, why they've been around for so long. They've been a perennial playoff team, perennial champion for years and years, and they just put the gas on early and didn't let up. They just pretty much dominated the whole time. A lot of what they did was just not make a lot of mistakes. They allowed the other team to make the mistakes, and they just played consistent, just solid volleyball.
They built a lead. They 25-23 is what their final score was for game one, and then just continue to keep play good defense and keep Granite Bay down. So it's just an unbelievable display of execution, display of volleyball there by the Troubadours. Granite Bay, they don't go away. They're still continuing. They're playing in regionals, although they'll have to be on the road versus St. Francis St. Francis hosting at home. If you're Granite Bay, how do you rebound for regionals?
They've only lost 5 games through the whole year. They knew coming in that St. Francis was a tough team. This is the big stage, one of the biggest stages for the women's volleyball. And coming in, they were a little bit of the underdog. They were ranked number 3 as opposed to St. Francis being number 1. They did go through the number 2 St. Mary's to get here, so they're no joke. They just maybe came out a little bit flat. And just got caught off guard by a dominant St. Francis team.
Yeah, it was tough, but impressive win here for the St. Francis Troubadours. Great job by the Granite Bay Grizzlies. These two teams continue, as all teams continue, into the regionals here in the Sac-Joaquin Section Volleyball Finals. So that's going to wrap it up from UC Davis for this entire evening, where the St. Francis Troubadours defeated the Granite Bay Grizzlies 3-0 for the Sac-Joaquin Section Division I Volleyball Championship. We'd like to thank you for joining PlayOnSports.com's volleyball coverage from Davis, California, right? Be sure to check PlayOnSports.com for more information and links to all of our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Brian Hassler, our videographer, Victor Adams, and my partner, Marcus Zamzow, I'm Joey Gonzalez saying so long, and we hope you join us again next time on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.